This is Ruth Silverman for Ironman Magazine. We're here at the Orleans Arena at the conclusion of the Mr. Olympia weekend. Figure Olympia, Fitness Olympia, Miss Olympia, Bikini Olympia, so many Olympias, we can't keep them straight. But we're here to talk about figure. I'm here with the girls with the swag and the class, Carolyn Bryant and Nancy Didino. Let's talk about figure. I don't think it's going to come to anybody who has seen anything we've said about this contest so far that Nicole Wilkins did win the Figure Olympia tonight. And I think handily. Erin Stern coming in second, looking pretty good, but as the gal said last night, Erin just didn't have that wow factor she had last year, while Nicole really brought it. She really wanted to win tonight because she wanted to be the first figure competitor to win the International and the Olympia in the same calendar year, and she certainly did it. You had any problem with that finding there?
No, not at all. In fact, I was right on with that. I was very happy to see Nicole win. We had this in our discussions before. She did her homework. This contest was very close, might I say. You know, usually when we hit figure titles and figure contests, usually you can mark the winner right away, but this kind of went any way. I like that Nicole did her homework. She came in a lot tighter, crisper, and she actually put on a little bit more size, where Erin actually went the opposite. Erin actually faded away on the stage. So I thought that it was a well-deserved win.
Your conclusion's the same?
I think this was probably one of the most competitive figure lineups I've seen in years. Any one of those girls in the top 6 could have won the show and no one would have complained about it. If Erin had won, she would just regain her status. Nicole winning a second time. Even if Ava had won, I thought Ava looked spectacular, on down to Teresa or Alicia. I don't think anyone would have had anything to say about it.
Well, let's make that point. The third place, which also a lot of people predicted ahead of time, Ava Cowan would get third place, and I think her structure really carried her through there, considering the other girls. In fourth, we had Candace Keene, a lot of gals. She's really the stealth competitor here because she's got a really good structure and she does well, but nobody really figures on her to come in, and she really slipped in there after the judging because she was not in the first call out in the morning. Came in fourth. Fifth, Teresa Anthony, who we're all very fond of, and sixth, Alicia Harris. Would you have mixed that up a little?
It could have went either way. I actually had it almost like that. Candace did move up. I actually had Teresa moving right up into fourth and then shuffling around with Candace at the end of that sixth place. But like you said, it was like splitting hairs. The contest was very tight. And just like what Carolyn was saying, I'm going back to the original days of figure, when we went back to the Devana Medina days, where you knew right away who the winner was, and that was not the case at this contest.
I'm not certain Alicia should have been sixth. I might have had her a tad higher. What do you think?
Well, like I said, she's one of the girls. If they announced her as the winner, it would have been, oh, wow, finally, yeah, she looks really good. She looks fantastic, because all the girls brought their A game. I don't have a single complaint about no one that stepped across the stage and say, oh, she wasn't ready, or her suit was this, or her hair was that. I mean, there were a few quirks in there, but not enough to say, oh, anything other than, wow, look at her, wow, look at her.
Great. So that's the top 6, and we don't really have the rest of them, so you're going to want to come to the photo page at Ironman Magazine to get the rest of the results for that. Now we want to recap the rest of the women's shows, which were yesterday. In the Miss Olympia, that was Iris Kyle winning again. In the Bikini Olympia, Nicole Negrani, the Bikini International champ, winning there. And in fitness, Della Garcia getting her sixth Fifth Fitness Olympia title. Let's go. A few things for the weekend. Now, these questions go for all shows, any of the women's competitions. Anybody shock factor? Any surprises? What was the biggest shock factor for you?
The fact that Felicia Romero was out of that top 5 lineup this year. We just reiterated the fact that it was a tight contest, and I just didn't feel that Felicia brought her best. She's usually in the top 5, and she fell out of that.
What did you not like about her presentation?
It wasn't her presentation. She just didn't bring it when it came to the physique. I thought she could have been a little bit tighter. And when it came to the comparisons with the rest of the girls, it was evident that she just wasn't the strongest.
And yourself for the shock factor.
I would have to say Kathy LaFrancois, former champion
In bodybuilding.
In bodybuilding, she made history by being one of the most competitive, one of the winningest bodybuilders to have fallen out of the top 10 at this point in her career. That was my biggest disappointment.
What about who was the most improved in any of the contests? Anyone? Okay, most improved, Toots.
Oh, you will put me on the spot.
Yeah. I'm still thinking.
Most improved.
I didn't think there was anyone that
I'm
did a
numb.
significant jump.
Yeah.
Unless you have one, but usually there's someone that just comes out of the Sleepy
blew
Hollow
us
and
away.
comes right and blows us away. And I
No.
didn't feel that. I didn't feel that at all. Did you?
I think in the bodybuilding, I think I've had Alina Popa. I thought really had improved, and also Brigetta Brzovic. I think she really brought it.
Yeah, she
So
did.
in the bodybuilding, there was a lot of things considered. Well, how about the best newcomer in any sport?
Oh, let's go to our Canadian cutie there, Jody Bone. Like, she's been a pro for almost a year now to date.
In fitness.
In fitness. Won a pro show already at the Toronto Pro Show, and she's already, although she didn't place in the top 5 or 6 for fitness, she took 4th in the routine round, and I have to say she had the best routine out of all the fitness girls, because usually it's the case where you're like, oh, that routine really wowed me, and hers was probably the only one that wowed me.
You liked it better than Oksana Grishina's?
Well, we've seen Oksana's before. That's the problem. Oksana used that routine at the Arnold, so it's not the first time we've seen it, right?
Well,
So
she wowed me again, though.
Oh, well, the shock value was gone for me, so something refreshing took my attention.
And you're on the best routine.
Oh, we're on best routine? I thought we were on best rookie. Okay, best routine.
We'll go back to best rookie. She changed the subject.
Well, I have two. The little Canadian girl, that was the best routine of the night, Jody Boom. And the second best routine for me came from Regina De Silva. That was the most impressive routine I have ever seen her do. And not only that, the costume that she wore, she changed it up a little bit. I mean, she's normally flying all over the place, and she gave us a little bit more artistic flair of her dancing and getting away from the strength moves. So that impressed me.
And who was your best newcomer?
And my best newcomer, it has to go to India Paulina, because she qualified late and she came in here and broke into the top 6. Did her thing.
She's a brand new pro. She got, 6th in the bikini show. She was my pick for best newcomer, too. Okay, who had the most swag?
Oh, my girl Jamie Baird. When she strut on the stage, you knew it was like game over. She went on there and she owned it. And that's what you have to see when you go out there, that she owned the stage.
She is absolutely the one sass with class girl. She really bumps it with class. I have to say that. And yourself, a different picker.
Swag up.
It's got to go to Yaxini. She has such a regal presence about her, and even though she didn't get the crown, she walks and she carries herself like she does have a crown all the time, even when she comes in second.
Okay, and some of you guys want to say something about the Golden Girls, because there were a lot of competitors in the 4 shows who are over 35, over 40, and a few over 50. Who was your pick on that?
Damn, these girls are just role models for us. Let me tell you, because I mean, for the fans and the fitness enthusiasts out there who think that these women are just in their early 20s and have no responsibilities or whatever have you, it's on the contrary. We have mature women, career-oriented, whether they're wives, mothers, whatever have you. In the figure lineup alone, we have Kristen Negrani and we have Ella Norton. So it's quite wonderful that we get to see them grace the stage.
Yeah, well, my vote there would go for my girl Maya Mendoza, 52 years old in the bodybuilding, beat cancer, came back, got qualified for the Olympia, did the show, retired, and my hat is off to her. Anyone else you want to mention?
You know that's my girl, so
Yeah.
I'm just going to show her double love.
Yeah, for my hand. All right, we're going to quickly recap the figure once more. Number 1, Nicole Wilkins. Number 2, Erin Stern. Number 3, Ava Cowan. Number 4, Candace Keene. Number 5, Teresa Anthony. Number 6, Alicia Harris. We'll see you next year. This is Ruth Silverman for Iron Man Magazine with Nancy DeNino and Carolyn Bryant. We're signing off.